Hello everybody. I've been gone for quite some time, but I'm back. It's Memorial Day tomorrow, and we wanted to make the the meat. Wanted to do some barbecue, but in the oven, not outside. I'm going to roast this in the oven. So this is when I was marinating it. I started recording this thing late. Thank you for being here. I did this with salt, onions. I diced the onions very small, the tiny, and I used the curry powder, salt, onions, and the black pepper. And that's it. That's all I did. That's all I use on this. So keep watching and I will explain things as I go on. Thank you for joining me back. I marinated this the evening before not Thanksgiving, Memorial Day. So this is me, and then I'm covering it, and then I put it in the fridge for the following day. The following day, I took it out, and after starting my oven to 350, I think 350, yes, and then I will just place them in here. This is marinated so nice, and then just place your meat on the grill. I'm sorry for not being specific. If you're in America, you know things are weighed in pounds, and then the temperature is measured in Fahrenheit. So when I say 350, it's 350 Fahrenheit, not degrees, like in most countries. So yes, everything is ready, and I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it with the foil, and then put it in the oven to cook. I first of all put it for like 30 minutes to see how my temperature was. Smells nice. It's not yet. Let's give it another one now. Okay. So I'm here. I want to check the meat. By the way, I added the temperature on it from 350 to 1 to 385. So yeah, that's why it's cooking like this. The other one was not cooking it at all that much. So this one is cooking it now. I'm turning it. I'm turning them around. See, my timer, it went off. That way. I need to cover them there. I'm covering. The reason why I'm covering, I want the juice to remain intact. If you don't cover it, it's going to be dry. You don't want it to dry up. Let's give it another 30 minutes and then I know it will be okay. So guys, I think it's ready. Let me take it out. Yeah. Do you see it? Do you? Do you see it? Look at this one. This one had a little bit of oil in there. Chef Millie. I want to put it here. Then I use this one to cut. So when I removed it, I realized it was not fully cooked because I like my meat fully cooked. So I cut them in pieces like this and then put them back in the oven. So you're going to see how crisp they are. Yeah. I removed it and I had to put it back, but I cut them in pieces. Look at that. Now it's well done. And Jabali is here dancing, waiting to eat.
While the meat is cooking, I'm going to start preparing kachumbari. It's like salsa. Yeah, so I'm going to put a little bit of pepper, onions, and tomatoes, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt afterwards. But for the onions, because we don't like to eat, we don't like the smell of the onions to remain in our mouths. I'm going to first put them in hot water for a little bit before I mash them in here. But meanwhile, let me start with the tomatoes. And this one is not easy to break down, so I'm going to cut it. Let me start with a little bit.
So for those asking about the food processor, I will leave a link down below for you to buy the food processor in my description box so you can get yours. It's very easy. You don't need any power to power it on. You just put and pull, and then your food will be sweet.
So this one is ready. But for the onions, before we mix it in there, I'm going to put them in here with the warm water first. Let it sit here for at least 5 minutes before we mash them. See you then.
And then I'll add salt in there and then let it sit for at least 5 minutes. Remember, the water is not too hot, it's warm. If you put it hot, it will cook the onion, and you don't want the onion cooked, right? You want the onion at least steamed. So I'm putting everything in the food processor and then grinding them up, and then I decided to add a little bit of pepper afterwards. So bell peppers, not just pepper, bell peppers. I'm going to add a little bit of bell pepper in there, and then our salsa will be ready. Our kachumbari will be ready to eat. Yes, with the meat and some ugali. Some ugali. So this is my plate. A little bit of ugali, a little bit of sukuma wiki, and kachumbari. What do you think? What do you think of the meat? The ribs. Yeah. Now it's time to eat. It's time to eat. Karibuni. Come on, this Supuma doesn't want to come in here.